बच्चों, कैसे हैं आप सब? टुडे वी आर स्टडिंग मेटल्स एंड नॉन मेटल्स. Metals can be distinguished from non-metals on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. On the basis of their physical and chemical properties, a non-metal is an element that lacks most of the properties of metal. Non-metals are found on the right side of the periodic table. Compared on metals, non-metals have a much wider variety of properties. Okay, now we study the physical properties of metal. The first property is malleability. The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheet is called malleability. Metals are good conductors of electricity. The second property is metals are good conductors of electricity. First is malleability, second one is good conductor of electricity. Third is ductility. The property of metals by which it can be drawn into wires is called ductility. Metals produce ringing sound said to be sonorous. When two metals bombard on each another, they produce a sound. This sound is said to be sonorous. Okay, now these are the some properties of metals. Metals must be hard, it is lustrous, it must be malleable, it must be ductile, it produces sounds like sonorous, and it is a good conductors of heat and electricity. Now these are the metals, but mercury is only metal which is in liquid state at room temperature. This is an exceptional case where we found the mercury in a thermometer. In thermometer there is a liquid mercury. It is at room temperature, it is in liquid state. When there is a rise in temperature, the mercury level goes rise and we show the temperature reading. Now these are the some physical properties of metals. Now we see the some physical properties of non-metals. Non-metals are not sonorous. It not produce the sound of sonorous. When non-metals bombard on one another, there is no sound production and it is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Examples of non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen. Okay, I already told that these non-metals are found on the right side of the periodic tables, and compared to metals, non-metals have a much wider variety of properties. These non-metals usually have lower densities than metals. In the periodic table, these non-metals are in group 1 and in group 14 to 18. The families containing non-metal include the carbon family, the nitrogen family, the oxygen family, the halogen family, and the noble gas and the hydrogen. These are the physical properties of non-metals. Now we go towards the chemical properties of metal as well as non-metals. First is reaction with oxygen. We already studied that the metal react with oxygen in presence of water, so there is a reaction may happen. For example, iron is a metal, it reacts with oxygen at room temperature at environment and also in presence of water. So what happened? Rusting of iron happen. So we found that there is a rusting of iron and there is formation of metallic oxides. These metallic oxides, when we go for pH test, so this pH meter testing shows that these metallic oxides are basic in nature. Same reaction when occurs with non-metal. So there is, suppose sulfur dioxide SO2 react with water, so there is formation of sulfurous acid H2SO3. when when there is a test, pH test is done, so blue litmus turns red. It shows that oxides of non-metal are acidic in nature. Okay, so this shows the acidic and basic nature of the metals and non-metals when it reacts with the oxygen. Second, when reaction with H2O, when these metals react with H2O, suppose for example, take an example of sodium react with water, so this reaction is very occur vigorously, but at the same time when we go for non-metal reaction, it not react with water. Okay, in case of non-metals it not react with water, so that due to this reason these non-metals are stored in water. Okay, these non-metals are stored in water. For example, phosphorus is a non-metal. Okay, at room temperature when phosphorus reacts very fast with the oxygen as well as environmental oxygen, this phosphorus react with air. So for that reason this phosphorus is stored in water to avoid the reaction with air. Now the third important chemical reaction is reaction with acids. Okay, when these metals react with acid, it produces the H2 gas. There is production of H2 gas. During this production of H2 gas, there is formation of pop sound. Okay, there is formation of pop sound. This pop sound indicates the presence of hydrogen gas in that reaction. In case of non-metals, it not reacts with acids. In case of non-metals, it not react with acids. Now, the same we go for reaction with bases. Reaction with bases. When these metals reacts with bases, it produces the hydrogen gas. The similar way it reacts with acids, it produces hydrogen gas. At the same time, when it reacts with bases, it also produces the hydrogen gas and there is formation of pop sound. This pop sound indicates the presence of H2 gas in that reaction. When these non-metals reacts with the bases, this reaction is very complex reaction. Now, this we use metals as well as we use non-metals. There are some benefits, useful properties of metals and some drawbacks of using metals also. Okay, we go for uses of metals. Okay, first use is these metals are used in making machinery. In automobile industry, metals are used. It is also used in aeroplanes. These metals are used in production of trains, in preparation of trains, and again the metals are used in making of cooking utensils. Now these are the uses of metals in our daily life. Now what about the non-metals? These non-metals are also used in fertilizer production for increasing the soil fertility. Second, it is used in water purification process. Okay, when during we use the RO water for drinking, this RO water filtration plant also uses these non-metals during the water purification process. Again, it is used in purple colored solution preparation. This solution is nothing but a antiseptic which is used to apply on wounds. Again, these non-metals are used in crackers. Okay, the crackers which we burn during the Diwali festival. Now, thank you. If you like my lectures, then you can go for subscription of my channel. Press bell icon. You like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.